This is happiness, to be everything at once. Be unblinded, be unlearned, be unbridled and unburned.
Hey everyone, and welcome back to a brand new episode of Mood Prep. My name is Dave Nixon, and we are going to talk about Health IQ today. This is the sixth topic from the webinar series that I mentioned in the last 5 podcasts. Find out more at davenixon.com.au, and then go to, I think it's memberships in the Coaches Circle to find out more details about it. But either way, Health IQ. So, Health IQ is a topic that I talk about heaps. Another term that you could use for Health IQ is it's BossFit, which is another brand that I have my name attached to. And so, looking at those two things, Health IQ is looking at the 3 facets of health. One is mind, the other one's movement, and the other one's mouth or nutrition, right? So it's move, mind, move, nutrition. It's basically what the whole book that I wrote, Minding Yourself, was based off, although that had like a developmental lens looking at all 3 of those areas. And the powerful thing with this, it's Health IQ map is actually used as a map of going, okay, so what is your goal? What is it you want to do? And I don't just mean lose weight. I don't just mean hit a heavier deadlift. Like they're all well and good. They're fine. I'm talking about an overarching goal, as in like, what you want to do more with your life. What are the things that are important to you? And so the 2 filters that you can use for that is like, what is it that I need to do to create more memories and to contribute more? I mean, that's the thing that I point out time and time again. Those are the only 2 things that matter, is the memories you make and how much you contribute or how you contribute. And if you look at those 2 filters when setting goals and setting targets, you start to move past I'll lose a little bit of weight or something along those lines. I want to get a bit stronger, a bit fitter. Because it's like, well, losing weight doesn't mean that you're going to build more memories. It doesn't mean you're going to participate in life or contribute more. So what is it that you want to achieve by losing the weight? What is it that you think that weight loss is going to give you? Because that's your actual goal. There's no emotion in weight loss. It's the meaning structures we have around weight loss that end up holding the emotion, therefore holding the weight, literally, of why we want to do something. And so from there, we're able to see on the Health IQ map, there's 3 topic subjects: move, mind, mouth. And then there's 3 levels of each. Now, very similar to the Coach IQ map. However, this is for us as an individual to be able to go, okay, well, if I want to do X with my life, where on this map do I need to be? And from there, you're able to meet the standards required to do so. And there's a lot of education, self-education. There's a lot of, I wouldn't call it discipline. I would call it literally just understanding yourself. Hence why the book is called Minding Yourself. And from there, it allows you to go, when I'm in my, because this is the reality of it, right? When you're on your deathbed, when you're looking back on your life, you don't look back and go, oh, that's when I'm so happy I lost 20 kilograms. That weight loss really made me a better human being, and I'm so happy because of it. The weight loss didn't do that. Now, maybe it was what's the term here? A catalyst for it. However, it was what you did afterwards or what you did during. It was the inspiration because of. It wasn't the actual weight loss. This is what's really, really, really crucial. And so when we look at it and from that angle, when we look at it from that perspective, we understand that when looking back on our life, to have foresight, to be able to have hindsight, it's all of the ways that we contributed, and it's the memories that we made, or with other people, or that's our memories or their memories. And so, looking at all of that, we understand that we don't want to lose weight, and that's always the example. It's what it's going to give us, right, that we want. And so, because of that, there has to be some sort of self-education. We can't just rely on some trainer or coach just pushing us through a workout and pushing us hard to get us in the best shape of our life. If we don't change mentally, and that's up to us, and that's not just positivism. I'm fucking over positivism. I'm totally down to be negative towards positivism because I've got a positive intent behind it, right? It's being able to literally look at our own mental landscape, take full responsibility of our physical condition of where it's at. And then also pay attention to it's our fault that we know or don't know about the nutrition and its effects that flow on, so forth. And so when we take responsibility for all of that, we start to take responsibility for all of our results rather than, things just happen to us. It's actually almost fabricated for us, and we take responsibility for it. And we look at someone and go, "Oh my God, you're so lucky." I mean, I remember my cousin saying this to me. They go, "Yeah, but you either spend all day in a gym," or was pointing at my body shape compared to theirs, and said I was lucky because of some sort of genes. And I'm like, look, this is simply not true. But that's the story they tell themselves, thinking that there must be something that they don't know, or that it's just luck for other people. It's like, do you think that there's somebody with a similar body shape to you, similar genetics to you, that hasn't got what they want? It's like, of course there fucking has been. Now, it's not about the weight loss, like I said. It's not about the strength gain. It's about what you gain in your life from that. It's about how that affects the next generation. It's about all of that. And so Health IQ is really pointing out this deeper understanding of how we can take full responsibility for the areas, all the areas in our life, right, that we have control over, so that we can actually live our best life. It sounds fucking wanky when I say it out loud, live our best life, but like you, for all we know, you're only getting this once. So my offer for you is, take responsibility of it, find out where in this Health IQ map you are, find out where you need to be, and move and develop from there. The reason why I brought up the word BossFit before, because I wanted to look at a positive frame of going, well, Health IQ is not sexy, I get that. But what is if you're operating where you need to operate on that map based on what you want in your life, not what I think you should be at, not just ascending to the top, so to speak, because that's not where everyone needs to be at all, then you become what's called BossFit. And so the reason why I called it that is because boss is derived from the Dutch word bas, which means master. Now, one of the interesting things around that is that that's to do with the Afrikaans language as well, which is probably more of a negative connotation. But I want to point at something else here for a second with the word master. It's to master ourselves. It's to master the fact that we don't need to be anywhere to please someone else for us to be happy. It's to be the master of our ship, which is us. And so when we become that, we become BossFit. So it doesn't mean you're the fittest person in the room. You're as fit as you need to be to do the things you want to do. If you're way fitter than that, if you're spending so much time in the gym, you're actually probably getting negative returns, because it's like all this sort of like, I thought about it this a little while ago, like years ago, with a group of guys that I train, and somebody else came in and trained them for a couple of weeks while I was away and absolutely flogged them, right? It's like, well, they don't need that levels of fitness in their life. So you're out exercising them for what's required of them in their life. And so the risk of their injury goes up. Just for the sake of, inverted commas, getting fitter. Fitter for what? What are they getting fitter for? What is it they need to do in their life? How fit and how healthy, right? Or how much developmental work or how much self-awareness and knowledge around food do they need to have to be able to do that? And this is why it's always reverse engineering it from what's important to you and where you want to go. Otherwise, it's the same as the Cheshire Cat on Alice in Wonderland, where it's like, where should I go? It's like, where do you want to go? It's like, oh, I don't really know. It's like, well, it doesn't matter where you go then. It doesn't matter what fucking training you do. You can just flog it for the sake of flogging it. But if you actually look at going, this is what I want to do, this is where I want to go, then being able to define that, which is quite difficult for some people for a whole range of reasons, but working on defining that and then refining it over time allows you to go down a path that means that you're doing just enough to get the maximum amount of results, right? It's the old 80-20 rule. Now, I'm a big fan of that, because it's not like you'll have some memories of the gym when you're older, and our generation will have it more than many other generations before us, but the thing is that it's what that can do for you outside of the gym that matters the most. And on that note, team, I am done. If you want to find out more about this, then it would mean the world to me if you would check it out on davenixon.com.au and find out my seminars and courses for 2020. If you found this podcast beneficial, it would also mean the world to me. If you'd pass it on to someone else that you think would also find it beneficial, make sure you jump on Beyond the Matrix Facebook group. It's free. I'm in there once a week on Monday nights doing live Q&A with everyone. So if you've got some questions and that you want to jump in, by all means, please do so. Otherwise, that's me done for today. Until next time, peace and pizza. Kick today in the dick. Slay the dragon. I'll see you soon.
Happiness to be everything at once. Be unblinded, be unlearned, be unbridled and unburned.